This is heaven. Right here. We're in it now.
I knew that something would always rule me.
You spend your life hoping someone will punish you for your sins.
I knew the scent was mine alone.
Well, here I am.
Did you find out if you are as cruel as you need to be?
Don't you ever tame me a demon.
Hey everybody, I just saw Live by Night. I'm walking my way out of the mall and I got some popcorn here. I'm here to tell you it's a very respectable movie. I respect it. It's original. There's not a lot of gangster movies that come out. It's not, a big, huge genre, but it stood on its own in that huge genre, and I think that's hard to do. Ben Affleck is coming into his own as a director. He's already an established actor. You can feel his presence. He has a very cool presence about him. I like the way he rocks the fedora, like Frank Sinatra kind of, with some cool. Obviously he's not all blue eyes. He doesn't have the kind of air about him that Frank did. Frankie boy. And Frankie wasn't a gangster despite what people like to portray him as, being an Italian American. And this struggled with a lot of racial tones. I feel that some of the racial undertones might feel uncomfortable for people. But it's bold enough to tackle certain things, and I respect it. It had some religious tones to it that I felt was very poetic. And sometimes it's unfair how things are handled in pictures. Chris Cooper gets crazy in this movie after something happens with his family, and the way the movie ends is very, very sad. Now, the way the director intended it to be was not as a swipe towards religion, but just as a reality of, hey, this is the last line in the movie is, this is heaven, right here where we are, which was a note that Elle Fanning said earlier in the movie. And it's true that we have fucked it up, and this could be a nicer place, but we don't love one another. We have a lot of racial barriers that we need to climb, and if we're gonna make this country enough something to live for, we have to really come beyond that. And so it's very sad that the KKK was even in this movie. It didn't have to be, but it's a struggle of reality, that this true thing that was in history, and that's still going on to this day, as we know from Donald Trump with his passive non-dismissal tone towards it during the election. So I really feel sad that the race issue in this country is still an issue after we've had a black president. Not that saying that this is a racially charged movie, which it's not, but a lot of things that we have to deal with in our country, and sometimes we need to step away. I decided not to see Patriots Day, but to see this, because I want to kind of get away from serious issues, and I want to relax. That's what our country needs right now. But even when we go to a movie like this, we're going to be pounded with the reality of everything that in our society that we have to deal with. Now, it's a cool gangster picture. I give it 3.5 stars. Is it the best movie of the year so far? No, because there's a lot of Oscar contenders that just got into theaters. But hey, if this is a sign of what 2017 is bringing us so far, I'm all for it. I hope it's all uphill from here, and the pictures continue to be, singles. No home runs yet. But hey, you know what? Give it a chance. Come see it this weekend. Live by Night.